Hello everyone,
Hi.
Welcome back to another Friday and another video. Wow. First off, the votes are in for my hair color. So the end of the month, my hair is going to be neon pink. So that's happening. In other news, I'm moving to Australia. I'm kidding. But welcome back. And today we decided we wanted to do a video of our personal favorite top 10 actors. Because, I mean, you know, everybody has like a favorite actor or actress or whatever. And we decided to do this list because it could be fun and you guys get to know us better like that as well. So, without further ado, and before we get into this is in no particular order.
Yeah.
We're not saying one is better than the other.
We couldn't decide.
It's just 10 of our favorite actors. That's it.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's do this. Also, before we continue, to make it fair, next week we are doing the top 10 favorite actresses.
Yeah. So this is just an all-male list.
It's not biased that we're just doing males or females. We're doing both.
Just this one first.
So,
Number 10.
okay, we're doing 10, 9, 8. Okay, cool. So, number 10 is an actor that I think a lot of people like. We enjoy his movies. Mr. Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
That guy's a great actor. I mean, for me personally, I was surprised by the way that he portrayed Batman. He was a good Batman.
Yeah, everyone had
But
doubts.
not just that. I mean, his movies like Gone Girl, Pearl Harbor, The Town, Argo was amazing. So, The Accountant.
Pearl Harbor, now that you mention it, was actually the first Ben Affleck movie I ever saw when I was like a little girl still. And that's where I saw him the first time.
I wonder what the first Ben Affleck movie was that I saw. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I literally can't even remember.
But yeah, he is a brilliant actor. I think he's quite underrated. I think people tend to not like him because of his personal life. And then they drag that into his career. But there's a difference between...
We all have shit that goes on in our personal lives. It's just we're not famous, so it doesn't get talked about that much.
But that's the thing. Don't think about what he's done in his life. Think about how awesome he is as an actor. And if you take it on that, I think he's a pretty good actor.
He is.
So our next actor, we think...
The next actor would be the reason for me and Cindy's divorce.
No! No! Not at all. Oh, no. But our next actor that we really love is John Krasinski. Now, that might not be a household name for a lot of people, but John Krasinski, one word, The Office. If you haven't watched that, you probably won't know that well.
He's probably my favorite character in The Office.
Yeah, he plays Jim. And that's where I saw him the first time as well, in The Office. And ever since then, we've become big fans of him. And when he started
The Office was also the first thing that I also saw John Krasinski in, and then became a fan and watched all the rest.
And when he started going into movies, we were like, okay, this guy isn't just a series actor. He can actually do it all. So
and his performance as Jack Ryan in the Amazon series Jack Ryan is fantastic.
And more recently, for those of you maybe still trying to figure out who we're talking about, A Quiet Place. He stars in that with his wife, and he is also a brilliant director and producer
and writer.
All of that stuff, because that was their brainchild, those movies. So yeah, I still think there's a lot more that we're going to see from him in the future.
I do hope so.
And
I'm a fan now.
But yeah, we really like that guy.
Okay, so coming in at number 8 is an actor that I think we're all familiar with. And women are fans because he's shirtless in almost every single movie that he's in for no apparent reason. And I think men are fans because he's a pretty funny guy, Mark Wahlberg.
Yep.
He's a great actor. I mean, he started with his whole singing career, and then he modeled and showed everyone he has a big Dunkin' Donuts addiction. And
nice save.
And he's just the first movie that I saw of Mark Wahlberg that made me a fan was his movie Shooter, which came out in I think 2008, if I'm not mistaken. But that was an amazing movie.
You know what the first movie of him was that I saw? I was a little girl.
I'm lying. It was Three Kings. I was about 7 years old.
I don't know what that is. Mine? Perfect Storm.
Ah.
Yeah. So ever since then,
But he's
he has
he's an amazing
been a
actor.
fave.
He's got range. He's funny, but he can also play this like very badass action role. And for me, he's just all round. He's really good. Didn't enjoy his latest movie, that Infinite movie.
Some of his movies are a bit of a miss, let's be honest, but for the most part. Oh, in Daddy's Home, I think that's my favorite movie that he stars in.
You just like to call him Daddy. That's all.
Oh my goodness, you sis! Okay, up next at number 7. Again, no particular order, but number 7 is Kevin Hart.
Oh, I like that guy so much.
And for those of you, obviously, I think most people know him as for his stand-up shows. He's extremely funny. But
I had new respect for Kevin Hart after watching
Fatherhood. That movie made me cry.
Look at this, goosebumps. It's just...
It's on Netflix.
His performance in that movie is incredible. I mean,
different from him.
I cried. I'm not somebody that cries. And this guy who's made me laugh made me cry with his performance. I mean, it is a heartwarming movie. It is something that I think a lot of people should watch just for the sake of seeing how brilliant his acting is. And also, it kind of... It teaches you a lesson in life.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very important movie as well.
But besides Fatherhood, I mean, he starred in so many stuff. Mostly comedies, though, especially with The Rock. The two of them together.
Oh, Central Intelligence
Awesome
and Jumanji.
So, he's very funny. And obviously, his stand-up shows, not that that's really acting, but go check it out if you haven't. You might like him. Not everyone likes him.
If you don't like him, there's something wrong with you.
Not everyone likes him, weirdly enough. But yeah, his acting career is really taking off, and he is one to watch especially after Fatherhood. He's
very, very talented guy. All right, coming in number 6. I really don't think there's somebody that doesn't like this guy. He's just a likable person. Keanu Reeves. Number 6. The reason why I'm a Keanu Reeves fan, the very first movie that I watched of Keanu Reeves was Speed.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
And watching that, I was like, damn, this is a cool movie. And then I got into his other movies, and I was like...
The Matrix, obviously.
And then I was like, okay, screw it, I'm a fan. I like this guy now. Then I thought, okay, he has amazing movies. And then, in 2014... John Wick releases.
And those movies are really good. But I think what really set him into a different stratosphere in Hollywood was The Matrix. Obviously, I think that's where a lot of us got to know him better. And ever since then, he's just been all over the place. And
he is just the nicest freaking guy in the world.
In real life, yeah.
I mean, holy crap. The things you read and see about this man, it's like, who are you?
I mean, obviously, we're not basing this list off of the people's personal lives, but he really is a nice guy, and it makes you like him even more.
Yeah, he's down to earth.
Okay, our number 5 spot goes to someone that I think, if you're a Marvel fan, there's no need to even introduce him. Robert Downey Jr. Okay, the first movie I saw of him, honestly, was Iron Man, and after watching all of the Marvel movies, he is just an amazing actor. But obviously not just Marvel. He plays in a bunch of other stuff. Sherlock Holmes is something that I watched recently.
It's probably one of his best roles.
Those are really good movies. And what is that other thing? He's coming out another Sherlock Holmes now.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
The third one. With Johnny Depp as the bad guy, most likely.
And yeah, but he's really funny. He can play a serious role, a funny role, a mixture of both.
I actually think there isn't a role that he cannot play. Like, I mean, he's done drama, comedy, action, romance, you name it. He's just a great actor.
He's very versatile.
And again, his personal life story is just so inspirational and so motivational that...
How do you say it? He defied all odds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, his saving role was Iron Man, and just look how far that's come and how big of a fan base. I mean, Iron Man is my favorite character. Not because, based on the comic books, just because he was amazing in that role. Number 4 is an actor that I think worldwide, there's nobody who doesn't like this guy.
He's definitely the favorite.
And he is phenomenal in everything he does. Denzel Washington. the very first, I'm a big fan of movies and acting and directing and all of that stuff. And Denzel Washington is the first actor that I watched that made me go, this guy is set apart from everyone else.
Just on a whole different level.
He's amazing. There is not a single Denzel Washington movie that I've seen that I went, this could have been better. His performance is always stunning. Even if the movie isn't that good, his performance is always amazing.
Guys, The Equalizer, if you haven't watched those,
not just American Gangster was the first movie
that
I watched that I was like, whoa. And then Book of Eli, Equalizer, all of these other movies came out, and it's like he tops himself every time. I mean, I am not a fan of drama at all, and the movie Flight was fantastic. Yeah. I could not get enough. So, I'm a fan. Like, 100% through and through, I'm a fan of Denzel Washington. Yeah. He's an amazing actor.
I feel like if he isn't on your list of top favorite actors, what is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. But
Denzel deserves to be on this list because he is just... Well done, dude. Well done.
Coming up at number 3.
I might leave Cindy for this actor.
I think most guys might leave their wives for this man. No, but seriously, this guy, everyone loves him. Ryan Reynolds. I don't think there's someone that we have met or talked to in life.
If we met this guy.
No, man!
Bruh.
In life, that has not been a fan of this man. And it's not only because of Deadpool, which is obviously probably his
It's my main reason for liking him.
Which is probably his most iconic role up until now. But all his other movies ever since Deadpool, because before that...
Before that he had a couple of good ones.
But that's what I'm saying. Before Deadpool, he was already famous. But not the way he is now. He has just went... woof. And all of his movies that are like recently
The Hitman's
released,
Bodyguard, both of them. Oh my
He is so funny. Like in real life, he is just... I would really... Like if I could meet any male celebrity, it would probably be him. Because,
I wonder why.
Just because I would laugh at like everything he says. He's a funny guy.
And she likes his voice.
His voice?
Yeah, his voice.
But yeah, he's a great actor.
He got that sexy voice.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm a total fanboy, which is why I'm not saying a lot, because then this video would be like half an hour long of me just fanboying. But he's an amazing actor, and he has my respect.
Yeah.
So number 2 is an actor that I think everybody, young and old generations, enjoyed.
This guy.
Enjoyed a lot of his movies, but Liam Neeson, just for the fact that he is a badass motherfucker. I'm sorry, that is just the truth. I mean, this guy. Yes. He is a little bit typecast in certain roles, but he is a great actor. I know when I said Liam Neeson, everybody's mind probably went Taken. And yes, Taken is probably one of his best movies that he's ever done, but not just Taken. Rob Roy, Schindler's List. The list goes on. This guy has done so many good movies that if he wasn't on this list, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So, yeah, Liam Neeson, phenomenal actor. And Taken, holy shit, what a movie.
If you haven't seen that, just do yourself that favor.
I mean, wow. Just wow.
And then, once again, just because it's number 1, obviously he is on our top favorite list, but it's just coincidence that he's number 1. But it is Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, who doesn't know that guy? Ever since Titanic, he has
I think he's one of the actors that took way too long to win an Oscar.
I agree.
Because every single movie, this guy was good from his What's Eating Gilbert Grape days when he was still young. You knew this guy was going to be amazing. And then every single movie came out, I'm like, okay, Oscar, no. Oscar, no. What the hell, Hollywood?
You were sleeping on Leonardo DiCaprio the whole time.
The guy's a freaking national treasure.
But I'm thinking now, what is my favorite movie of him? And I think I would have to say Inception. A lot of people, of what I've seen so far, I haven't watched all this stuff.
For me, it's a difficult choice because Inception was great. He was phenomenal in The Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, that was probably one of the best performances of his career for me. He was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, I really can't pick a favorite. He's just a great actor who has great movies.
He is really good. Oh, and Django, obviously.
Shutter Island was also a very good movie.
I still need to watch that, though.
But it's good.
Leonardo, awesome guy.
Yeah. So we have a couple of honorable mentions, just for the sake that they're also great actors. And
There's too many to pick from.
So I would say I have 3 honorable mentions that I'd like to give. Tom Cruise, because, I mean, he's amazing.
He's Tom Cruise.
Andrew James Clutterbuck. If you don't know who that is, it's Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead. I mean...
What a name!
I cannot not put him on this list. He's fucking amazing. And last but not least, probably the smoothest motherfucker alive right now, Idris Elba. What an actor.
I agree. He's a great actor. And I think for me, I have 2 honorable mentions. Tom Holland. For those of you who don't know him, Spider-Man.
For those of you who don't know, he's like the most famous actor right now.
Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man, that is. And we have watched so many other new movies that he's just...
Cherry is a
blown
great
our
example.
mind. But he's one. And then I would actually say Josh Brolin.
Oh, yes.
He is, I think, a bit underrated.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in so many good movies, but I don't think he gets the
recognition that we feel he deserves.
That he deserves. But yeah, go check him out. Some of his movies if you don't know him that well. But yeah, those would be my honorable mentions.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed this. Let us know who you think your favorite actors are in the comment section. Like 10 to 1, give us your list. That'd be fun to know. And
also if you disagree with some of our options, tell us that too.
I mean, remember, these are just our opinion. This isn't like an official list that we are now like, it's just the people that we enjoy watching. Yeah. So, and if you share one with us, let us know that as well. And please go follow us on our social medias because we'd really appreciate that. You guys have shown us a lot of love and we appreciate that so much. And we will see you guys again next week with another fun video.
With our favorite actresses.
Yes. And will my hair be pink yet?
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, if I have pink hair, you guys know. Bye.
Bye.